Hello, Sonoma County. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you on a beautiful tour today. We are going to take you through the Russian River area of Sonoma County. This is one of the most iconic locations of all of Sonoma County, and we're going to show you all of the fun little towns, big little cities, I guess we can call them, along the way of the Russian River. So you kind of get a vibe of like what the different areas right along the Russian River or adjacent to the Russian River will get you, what the downtowns kind of provide, and give you just an overall tour of that area. But first, I'm Morgan DeVincenzi with Sullivan Group Real Estate, and we help people move into, out of, and all around this beautiful area of Sonoma County. And the Russian River is one of those hot areas that people love to move to permanently, buy a vacation home, or buy an investment property, because who wouldn't want to be in this beautiful area? So follow along, can't wait to take you along, and it's going to be a beautiful tour today. Okay, so where is the Russian River area of Sonoma County anyways? As a reminder, Sonoma County is located just about 40 miles north of San Francisco, right up Highway 101. As you get off the Golden Gate Bridge, come straight up, you'll hit the south end of Sonoma County. Sonoma County 101 flows all the way through. You'll take either Highway 12, Highway 116, River Road. There's all sorts of different options to get out to this westward area of Sonoma County, where the Russian River runs through. You have these beautiful vineyards, you have the tall redwoods. It's a stunning area, and it kind of is all these different areas coming to colliding beautiful scenery. In the Russian River area of all these different little towns, we'll go over those shortly, and you're only then about 15 minutes to the Pacific Ocean itself. So you got the Pacific Ocean in 15 minutes, Santa Rosa maybe 20, 30 minutes away, depending on which little city you're looking at, and then even San Francisco, still about an hour and 20 minutes away. Not so bad. So starting out, we are in Sebastopol, California, which is just to the west of the main city of Santa Rosa. Sebastopol has so much charm. It's a good-sized city with just under 10,000 residents that reside there regularly, so it's a good-sized location. It has all the basic amenities, but it's also going to be the hub for apple orchards, vineyards, farm-to-table kind of dining and food, and a very artsy kind of eclectic vibe. It's really cool. Lots of great annual events as well. When it comes to real estate in Sebastopol, it's going to be a wide variety. Sebastopol, because it is still close to Highway 101 in Santa Rosa, it is going to have a bit higher price point than a lot of the other Russian River areas. Single family homes and townhomes are going to start 500s, 700s, 800s, and then getting into more expansive properties, larger homes or properties with acreage, you're well over $1 million into the $2 million range for a larger house on a little bit of acreage. Still, you're also going to have a great agricultural area as well in the surrounding areas of Sebastopol. Lots of agriculture, lots of horse properties, and of course a ton of vineyard type properties, whether you own a winery in and of itself or you have a little hobby vineyard on your own property. Those will be 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, depending on what you're looking for, but it's a beautiful area. So Graton is just to the west of Sebastopol and going to be a bit smaller feel of a town. It's about 2 blocks of a charming little downtown, some to die for restaurants, a great selection of little wine rooms and tasting rooms, and the surrounding neighborhoods as well. Graton has a population of only about 1,700 people, so you're going to definitely have that little tiny quaint small town feel. Same thing when it comes to real estate. Single family homes of the smaller size are going to start about $700,000. There's not really a lot of condos or townhomes because it is such a small town. So that's about your entry price point. We had a listing earlier this year that closed at 1.2. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home on about half an acre, very move-in ready, super cool property, some partial views. To kind of give you an idea, and then of course larger homes or larger acreage, the price will go up from there. Lots of options, cute little area, and in a perfect adjacent location to the Russian River and all the vineyards and winery views you can get. Guerneville, California, absolutely the hub of the Russian River area here in Sonoma County. Guerneville is the largest city out here towards the Russian River area, but it's still kind of a small town. You do have your grocery store, there's tons of shops, restaurants, wine rooms, you got salons, you got everything you need out here really. Hardware stores, I mean everything. But it is still a very small town feel. It's proud of its historic charm and it likes to keep it that way. It has a large LGBTQ+ community here in Guerneville and the surrounding Russian River areas. And it really kind of opens up that vibe of being very inclusive, very artsy, very creative. It's a really fun community. Lots of local events because everybody wants to come together. Housing here in Guerneville is going to be a wide variety. You're going to find some of those darling bungalow cottages for $200,000 to $300,000. Yes, I'm serious, here in Sonoma County. They may need a little bit of fixing up, but worth it out here in Guerneville. We have some of the more single family home kind of, mid-sized properties, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, kind of the standard. And then all the way up to some hilltop homes with views, and then some beautiful sprawling estate type properties. Some of them have vineyards, some of them are riverfront. Oh my gosh, there's so much to find here in Guerneville, and you're gonna have a little bit better price point than in central Sonoma County, just because you are off the beaten path, which for many that are attracted to this area is absolutely a blessing. So Monte Rio is just downstream from the town of Guerneville itself, and Monte Rio has that iconic Monte Rio Bridge, which has been used in actually a few different motion picture films. Monte Rio has some beautiful different beaches that you can enjoy. It's a quaint little town. Not a lot of people even realize that it's its own town specific from Guerneville itself. In Monte Rio, you are going to find a few different housing options, from bungalows and cabins, small little quaint places. And there's some gorgeous riverfront properties, and then up in the hills, you may find some larger homes with some stunning views. Now we're out to Occidental. So from Monte Rio, you can take Bohemian Highway out to Occidental, and it is such a stunning, scenic, picturesque drive. There's a couple little fruit stands and like little art, galleries that you can stop at along the way, but for the most part, it's just winding roads, 2-lane road of a stunning view. And once you make it out to Occidental, it totally feels that way as well. You can feel the kind of fresh air from all the redwoods around you. It's a very quaint, quiet little town, and Occidental, again, is a very small little town, so there's not usually a ton of listings at any given time in this area, but you can find some of the smaller homes for around the $500,000 mark, and then there's a lot of larger properties. It's an ag area, there's some vineyards, rolling hills, homes with views. So once you start finding the, average to larger size homes on a little bit of acreage, that price point is going to get up there a bit. You're going to hit that $1 million mark pretty quickly, and then you will hit 2, 3, 6 million. It's kind of crazy, but once you go out there, you'll absolutely understand. Duncan Mills is certainly going to take you back in time when you go into that quaint little downtown area. Again, just a few short blocks, but you're going to have a ton to go into: galleries, cute markets, restaurants, wine tasting rooms, and more. They have their annual Duncan Mills Rodeo, which is probably the one major attraction every year to go out to Duncan Mills. I believe the population is still sitting at under 200 people in that town who permanently reside there. So listings are few and far between, but a great place to check out. And you're about 8 miles from Guerneville, and you're about 8 miles to the Pacific Ocean. So within about a 20-minute drive, you can be from Sebastopol all the way out to Duncan Mills, and stopping at all these different little towns along the way, a few different scenic routes to get to each of them, and just stunning views every step of the way. Also, can the home options be more varied? I mean, from the little cottages and bungalows to the sprawling estates, and then in between you may have some riverfront properties or hilltop views, and the price points are going to be all over the place to make it a perfect destination if you are looking for a retirement home, a new location to raise your family, a second or investment vacation home, all these different options. So if you enjoyed this video, absolutely drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you're thinking. Hit subscribe. We have a ton of other videos that get released about all these other areas that are a little bit more in depth, so you can really understand which each of these cities have to offer you, each of these towns can provide when it comes to housing, so you can really make the best decision for your next move to Sonoma County, and we cannot wait to help. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.